Seeing how Johnson City, Texas is the name of the town that President Lyndon Baines Johnson grew up in, you might logically assume that the town was named after President LBJ. But the town was actually founded in 1879, about 30 years before he was born. And it was named after Samuel Eli Johnson, who was the grandfather of President LBJ. And this settlement here was the headquarters of Sam and his brother JT's cattle operation. Some of the original structures on the settlement date back to the 1850s and were built by older Johnson relatives. In the 1870s, Sam and JT had the largest cattle operation in the 6 surrounding counties and ran thousands of cattle north to Kansas each year. As a child, young LBJ loved hearing his grandparents' stories of Texas frontier life here around Johnson City in the 1800s, when the fear of the Comanche was constant and scratching out a life was the daily goal. And he loved hearing the tales of those long, dusty cattle drives. But the famous cattle drive period of Texas history was really pretty short, and that era had closed by the time LBJ's father came of age around the turn of the 20th century. So his dad got into a new family business of politics. His dad was elected to the Texas House of Representatives a couple years before LBJ was born, and would serve 5 terms as LBJ was growing up. A recommendation from his dad got LBJ his first entry into politics as a legislative secretary at the age of 23. Young LBJ would align himself with President FDR in the New Deal program and launch his first campaign for Congress from the porch of his Johnson City childhood home a couple years later. A few decades after launching that campaign on his Johnson City porch, and many twists and turns later, LBJ would become the 36th president of the United States, but he always kept the Johnson City area and the Texas Hill Country his home.